Yo,
Yo, what's good, bro?
what's goody? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going
Perfect,
on?
perfect. I'm all right, man. Just got done with a workout, but
Nice,
I'm
nice.
good.
How's that?
It's long. I'm just glad
Oh,
it's over.
nice, nice.
Word.
So, yeah, I want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, man. Seriously.
No problem, because
Yeah.
as an athlete, you're also an entrepreneur. Because this is what the show is about, being an entrepreneur.
Mm,
And you're an entrepreneur because you took your brand as a being an athlete and ran with it and
for sure.
created a life for yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely did. Yeah.
So, first question I want to ask you, bro. So,
Yes, sir.
as as an athlete, what inspired you to decide to play basketball? What was your inspiration, and what age you started hooping?
My inspiration to play basketball.
Hmm.
Um, I gotta say, I think it started in Harlem. Um, I just wanted to be like one of the cool kids, like in the
Yeah.
neighborhood. Because I was, I guess, one of the only kids that didn't really play basketball growing up,
Hmm.
and I was just like reading books and so on and so forth, and just to be like in the in crowd, I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and learn this sport.
Hmm.
Um, and then when I started playing, my inspiration, God bless his soul, is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, it's a lot of people's
Just his work
inspiration.
ethic. Exactly. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's my inspiration.
yeah. There's a lot of people, growing up seeing Kobe in his peak and everything. Everybody was like, "Yo, I want to be like Kobe." It's like it's either
Word.
Kobe, Vince, Iverson, Shaq, T Mac, like all the early
That's a
2000
lineup.
stars.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
squad.
like those
Yeah.
the players that everybody look up to. Like, yo, I want to be like those people.
Wait, who was yours?
Mine's Shaq.
Shaq.
You
Ooh,
know,
that's a
being the
legend.
post and everything.
Facts. Facts.
So that was my
Word.
heaven Vince, because
Vince was a goat too.
yeah, Vince was crazy. Like just like
Yeah.
him dunking everything, like when it was
Yeah.
in traffic, like it was
And
crazy.
he what's crazy is he made like Toronto cool, because there
Hmm.
was a time where Toronto wasn't really like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah, and then people was like, like you have a basketball team in Canada. They was known for like hockey and stuff like that.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
going there, he just kind of like built up the culture in basketball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And now all you see is Toronto jerseys.
Exactly, especially the Vince
Yeah.
Carter jerseys, the throwback
Yeah.
with the dinosaur on it.
That's
Best,
the one.
yo, those are the best jerseys to be ever.
That's the best
Those
one.
jerseys were so fire.
Yeah.
So then, what was the moment you realized you can go somewhere with basketball? Like everybody has that pivotal
Ooh.
moment before they go pro. Like, all right, this
Mhm.
is when I realized I could really be something.
So there was two pivotal moments for me. The
Hmm.
first one was when I left environmental studies high school downtown in Manhattan. I think do you know HSCS? High
Yeah,
school from yeah.
yeah.
It was like a PSAO school, only like an A division.
Hmm.
And I wasn't the best on the team,
Hmm.
but I knew that my ceiling could just continue to go higher.
Yeah.
And I say the pivotal moment for that summer when I was leaving HSCS to go into Our Savior, was when my coach was like, "Hey, like I don't think you could play Division 1, Division 2, Division 3,
Hmm.
and I should just get you a job application at McDonald's."
Damn.
And I'm like, "Damn, like that's kind of crazy to me."
Yeah.
So I
Why,
was
why
in
coaches
the
do
gym.
that? Like,
I had no idea, but all I know is that when he said that, I was like, "All right, this now is time to like lock in and like
yeah.
really prove exactly what I am." And
Hmm.
the second pivotal moment for me was in junior college, um, when I transferred to Suffolk Community College,
Okay.
and I had my first 50-point game ever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, and it kind of just like changed everything for me from that
Hmm.
point, and I was like, oh, I can really go far. So
Yeah, because I seen your stats. I'm like, yo, he's really wilding out there. He's really wilding.
yeah, yeah, it
And
was a
then
good year for sure.
I don't know, like you said our Lord Savior, right? The school.
Yeah, high
That's
school.
in New York.
It's in
Yeah.
Long Island, Suffolk
Okay.
County.
I feel like a
Yeah,
lot of the New York coaches don't really instill the confidence in New York players. Like, I don't know. It might be just
true,
me, but like it's like they
true.
always try to like shut you down when you're like, oh, you really trying to go somewhere. There's a possibility you can't
Yeah,
make it. Like,
unless you're like Isaiah Washington or like Lance Stevenson or Stephon Marbury, they're not really looking in your direction unless you already come out the gate like, yo, like I'm here, I'm ready, you know what I mean? So I don't really understand it. They expect you to just come in and just be who you are, but
Exactly.
I guess the time that you put in comes from outside of that.
Yeah,
Regardless.
basically.
So, yeah.
Because it's like when when you're working out and everything, you always got that inspiration to be something because you see other people doing it. But then,
Right.
but like if it's not coming from like, your coaches and like, the people around you giving you inspiration, it's like, all right, what
That's
am I
right.
really doing it for? So it's like for you to like have the coach tell you that and you still decide, you know what, I can still do this. Like I don't need my coach to tell me anything and all
Right.
that shit. And it's like that's what's up, man. That's a really stand up thing to
Exactly.
do. Yeah, because like it's
Appreciate
hard
that.
making it, especially out in New York. It's hard to make that money, bro. It's
So
hard.
difficult. The
Yeah,
hardest. Yeah.
because everybody's trying to do the same thing.
Yeah. And I think
Everybody's
it's
trying to
one
do
of
the
the
same
most
thing.
crowded places to play, you know, like millions and millions of hoopers. So, you know,
So like,
yeah.
like it's difficult.
Yeah.
So, so the next question is like, so from high school to college to going pro, like, tell me your journey. Like, how was that? Like the ups and downs about it. Besides, like coach telling you who to make it.
So, from transferring to out one second.
All
Okay.
right. So yeah.
So my journey, yeah. So from high school to college to Division One, going to Our Savior was like a shell shock, like a culture shock for me, because I didn't know there was like ball players that are like really that good outside of like, Harlem or, whatever. So I started off at like the bottom rung, like at the bottom, of the ladder. And I just remember like that starting five was like D1 prospects and NBA prospects. You got Kentucky, UConn, Georgetown, all these major programs like starting five. And I'm like a new third guy on the bench. That was the season me and Steve actually came into Our Savior.
Okay.
And because I remember in the first 2 months, I was telling my trainer, I was like, yo, I really want to go Division One out of here. Like, what do I do? And he was like, bro, you are not going to go Division One in 2 months. You have to like lock in this entire year, watch everyone else, watch how they, move in order for you to do that. So the next step for us was and I think my trainer still has the calendar or whatever. I spent out of 365 days, I spent 360 days in the gym.
Damn.
Morning to night. We did not miss a day. We only missed Christmas, New Year's, and I think there was like I think election day or something like that. We didn't miss too many. Like we were in that gym every day. And yeah, my body changed. My jump shot changed. I became more consistent. And the next year, I was in the starting five, and my starting five was me, Kevin Little. He ended up going to the University of Maine. Cheick Diallo, he plays for the New Orleans Pelicans, or is he on the Phoenix Suns? Like the Phoenix Suns.
Cheick Diallo. I think he's on.
Went to UConn.
Yeah, he's on the Suns.
Is he on? He's on the Suns, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. And Mike Nezzi went to Seton Hall. Basically, our team was stacked, like loaded.
Yeah,
and,
shit.
Yeah, and then from then on, unfortunately, my grades weren't like the best grades on the team, so I had to go to junior college.
Okay.
And from JUCO, I just turned. It's funny. My first 50-point game was against my first junior college, which was Sullivan Community College. I think you know Sullivan. Upstate. My first year, I went there with Steve Jean-Baptiste, but they, I guess they really understand like how my game was, or I was not happy with not starting.
Yeah.
So I transferred, and my first big 50-point game was against Sullivan Community College. So that was a really good feeling.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the offers started coming in. Offers came in from, Cal Berkeley and Washington State University, like a lot of Pac-12 schools and so on and so forth. And ended up going to GCU, loving it, loving the program. But I went to GCU as a walk-on because they were not even like on the roster. They weren't even like one of the schools that I wanted to go to. But won Division I, and then Went overseas.
Nice.
So, yeah, and I'm coming off of a 40-point season. I've averaged 40 points a game.
Yeah,
this
I
past season.
see that. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a hell of a journey.
Facts though. So like, what is it like? You know, like the being pro. So you know, the gap between college and being a pro athlete is always, you know, a gap. So what is that like?
Yes. Oh, it's like almost like exponential.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, when you go in as a pro, they expect you to just do your job. You're there to get paid. Like you're there for a specific reason. So don't do anything else outside of that reason that you're there.
Yeah.
As a college athlete, they work with you. They're like, okay, let's work on your jump shot this week. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's improve this segment of your game. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas on the pro platform, for example, do you know the TBT, the ESPN, TBT on ESPN?
Yeah.
It's like this major basketball tournament. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, you know, playing in the TBT, and there was no, you know, instruction. It was go in, let's run these plays, let's do our thing, because we all know why we're here. Like there's no, you know, I guess coaching.
Yeah.
Coaching is like one of the biggest differences.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely.
Sheesh. And then like, you know, like working on your body every day and like training and, you know, getting in the gym, like.
You know what? I tell you what, man. There's a lot of free time as a pro. So no one's gonna force you to get into the gym. No one's gonna force you to get shots up. No one's gonna say you have to be here. You have to be here. So it's really on you. Yeah. It is really on you. You can choose to say, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be amazing at it, and I'm gonna enjoy being a pro. Or you can say, nah, I think I just want to go out every night. You know, be with different women, different people, et cetera, and let your fate decide how long you last on that team. So it's really up to you at that point.
Yeah. Because it's so crazy how, like, you know, like how on Instagram, where like these people be like, oh, I could kill him one-on-one or something like that. And I'm like, your ass probably never played pro ball or even like under the whistle your whole life. And for you to think you could be a pro athlete one-on-one, it's like, even if you're not in the NBA, like they could be, you know, like overseas or like the G League or something like that. It's like, nah, bro, come on. Like these people.
It's very different.
It's very different. Yeah. Like I actually guarded like a few months ago before COVID happened and everything. I was playing ball at the rec center downtown, and it was this dude came in and he tried out for the G League. He said he tried out like yesterday or 2 days before that. And I'm guarding this dude, and I'm like, yo, this dude is nice.
Another level.
Like, like there's another level. Like it was like everything I tried to do, he was still scoring. It was just like I don't think I'm a bad defender. It's just like shit. It's like this nigga making everything. It's like everybody in the gym was like, yo, like you doing the best you can, bro. It's like you in his face, you have a hand up in him, and he's just making shots. And it's just like that wasn't the moment I realized it's a gap, but it's like I knew. But that's my first time really experiencing playing against somebody who, like, he's not even in the G League. He tried out for it. Exactly.
Whatever. It's just an opinion. That's how they are.
Yeah. Stupid opinion, but it's an opinion.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, bro, like I want to appreciate you for being on my podcast, taking the time out to answer a few questions for me, and just saying that I have this conversation.
Yo, for y'all that don't know, Jared is like one of the OGs in the neighborhood. So this was like not even a second thought. So I appreciate you,
bro. I appreciate that.
Word up.
I appreciate that.
One of the guys we looked up to.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I look to y'all now, man. Like y'all doing your thing. Y'all doing your thing and everything. You, Cheick, Steve, all y'all.
Yeah. For real, man. I appreciate you. Seriously.
No doubt, bro. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so thank you, bro. I'm going to holler at you.
Most def, man. Anytime. I'll gladly be back.
No problem.
All right, brother.
All right, bro.